you've commented on some of my interviews before.
Yeah, hell yeah. I told you I've been a fan like for the longest.
Yeah, I think you commented on the Ben J.
Ben J is
from the New Boys.
That dude was crazy. Like, that was crazy. For him to be an LA dude, I just was like, bro, you should be more trained to go than that. Like, yeah.
Well, he's like from Victorville. That's not really LA. That's like, have you ever been to Victorville? That's like way out.
He a nigga though, man. Like, come on, bro. I feel it though.
Yeah, I mean, he killed somebody in self-defense.
I opened the door, this nigga rushed in like this, like instantly, like, what's up now? And he had a Smith & Wesson, like a long barrel, whatever. And shit like touched like my head, like cold as fuck, and kind of like pushed me in, like, you know what I'm saying? So he kind of like came in my house. But like, and like, I don't know, my mom said he was starstruck, you know what I'm saying? Because he would like, if he was really with it, he would probably lay me out. Did his dirt, but he was like, what's up now? Like, somebody I had never met, like a big ass nigga. He big, like, the fuck type of nigga is this? Who sent this guy?
So it was just one dude?
It was just one dude, you know what I'm saying, so far, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He came in, you know what I'm saying? But then, boom, you know what I'm saying? Shoot, and this nigga went falling. I shot that nigga.
It was a sad situation.
He just seemed like what I meant by like, I just meant like, you should have been. You gotta man up more than that, bro. Like you more of a man than that, bro. Like he seemed too like emotionally distraught over having to defend his family. Like that's all I was saying. It was like, bro, like you defended your family. Like you acting like bro, come on.
Not everyone's built to take someone's life, man. You know.
I mean, not that it should be a good feeling to. I'm just saying, but come on, bro. You defended your family, like nigga. Man up, nigga.
Think you've talked about the Ayanna Jackson interview.
Who?
Ayanna Jackson, the girl who accused Tupac of rape.
A little bit, yeah. I talked about it a little bit, yeah. Not really too much, but yeah, I always like spoke on it a bit, like, but I didn't get too deep. The one of y'all interview, I think one of my favorite ones so far, and the one that we still. Like, my fans always bring it up, the Ralo interview.
Okay.
The Ralo.
Okay. Ralo's in prison right now. Well, no, he's in jail. Awaiting trial.
Shout out to Ralo, too.
Shout out to Ralo. People like to blame me for him being in prison right now.
Yeah. It come up a lot. They say that. They always say, Vlad the police, man. Vlad work with the FBI. But wait, this is what I want to know.
Okay.
Do you work closely with them though?
I have absolutely no connection.
No connection
with police whatsoever. I mean, dead honest. You could look up any sort of paperwork you want. Yeah. Nor would I. If the police ever try to request anything from me, I would deny them.
Where do they get that from? Like honestly, like where do you think? What situation do you think brought that rumor about?
I mean, it's funny because yesterday I interviewed Sean Cotton, who owns Say Cheese TV, and he said that people call him the police.
The minute something bad happens after that interview, Sean, you the police.
Yeah.
Sean, you instigated the situation.
You could call the police too?
Yeah, they think me and you work together. I'm like, yo, I've talked to Vlad maybe one time in my life.
We're police partners.
Yeah,
we're in the squad car together.
Right.
DJ Academics, people call him the police. I think that, like, reporting, interviewing street guys and reporting on crimes and stuff like that is something that up until recently really hasn't been done in hip hop. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because before, you're a lifetime hip hop guy. I mean, think about it. You got The Source, you got Double XL, you got Vibe. They weren't doing shit like this. Mm-hmm. We came in and started doing it, and people just started.
Got comfortable.
And I don't know of anyone that I've interviewed that put them in jail because of the interview. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Ralo, from what I understand, from what I've read, he got caught with a bunch of drugs. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it really happened. I'm just...
They was already investigating Ralo. Like, they couldn't have been that... It wasn't that...
It wasn't like... Vlad, this interview you did with Vlad is the reason why you are now being locked up.
That makes sense.
And honestly, I didn't even do that interview myself. That interview was done with one of my employees.
Yeah.
But I did do an interview with him afterwards.
Cause yeah, he did two with you, right?
Yeah, he did. He did two. He did two. One with me, and then one with one of my employees. And yeah, I mean, he started volunteering this information.
I was the biggest drug dealer in the Bluff for a long period of time. I had the Bluff and I had Simpson. Like they like two different neighborhoods almost, but they're in the same area. And I was the biggest drug dealer over there, so I had the best quality drugs, and I also had large quantity for a lower price. You know what I'm saying? So I was out beating all my competition around the way. So she snuck and bought drugs from me. Because I wasn't never in there. Like I said, I had all my dudes that grew up with me, and we just built this big empire, a drug empire.
There's nothing wrong with talking about your past crimes. Jay-Z does it all the time. Jay-Z was on Letterman talking about selling crack and selling cocaine and stuff like that. There's absolutely nothing wrong past the statute of limitations.
Yeah, but
You know, when you talk about your past crimes. Now, if you are
currently,
talking about all your past crimes and you're currently doing the same types of crimes, which I have no idea who's doing what. I'm not asking these guys. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not asking them what they're doing now.
They're volunteering information.
The way I've always felt is that, you know, doesn't go, you know, whether it's interviews or music or whatever. If you are actively selling drugs or doing crime, you shouldn't be talking about selling drugs or doing crime.
Exactly.
If you're actively doing it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly.
you should literally not, you know, you shouldn't even be rapping about it. If you're actively selling coke, you should not be a rapper that talks about selling coke.
That's
if you're
what I'm
actively doing it. Now, if you've left it behind 5, 10 years, whatever, and you want to talk about the shit you used to do, like a Jay-Z, it is what it is. You never see Jay-Z getting caught up in nothing, really. But
Jay-Z always been a smooth player, though.
yeah, man. But, you know, listen, I have a lot of respect for Ralo. Me and him actually have a relationship. We get on the phone and talk.
Oh, currently,
Not currently,
but yeah.
not currently. But when he was out, you know, we talked about various things, and he came back to do another interview because of our relationship. And I hope he you know, that he beats whatever case he has and comes home and, you know, continues to build his music career. Like I said, I have no affiliation with any sort of law enforcement whatsoever. But you know, if people want to say Vlad is the police, they can say Vlad is the police. It doesn't bother me.
I mean, you know they're gonna say they gonna say whatever they gonna. You know how the internet undefeated.
Vlad's the feds, Vlad's the police, all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, whoever sits down and talks to me has 2 cameras pointing at them, has a mic under their shirt, and another mic pointing at them. There's no hidden recording device. What we're doing, like, you see what I'm saying?
Witness to this, exactly.
It's not like you and I are having a private conversation and I secretly taped it
Exactly.
and then put it on the internet or send it to, like you know, everything you're saying is going to come out, and if someone wants to use that against you, then whose fault is it? Like,
Honestly,
you know what I mean?
I think you know what it is. Honestly, I think deep down, and it's a real true thing, deep down, I think every criminal really want to tell their story. Like, honestly, like, I think everybody really want to tell their story. Like, and that's what it is. Like, these niggas, I think niggas just really be wanting to, like, you know, niggas really want to tell their story, bro.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I did an episode of American Gangster. I produced the Mac Dre episode.
Oh, did you?
Of American, you know,
That was dope, too.
It was the Romper Room Gang and all the bank robberies and stuff like that.
Shout out to
I've interviewed some of the biggest criminals ever. I've interviewed Freeway Ricky Ross.
Yeah, I remember that.
I've interviewed Pee Wee Kirkland. I've interviewed Boston George.
You know, it's crazy. I was just watching the Pee Wee Kirkland one last night. That's crazy.
Yeah. I've interviewed Boston George. I've interviewed AZ Faisan, who, you know, from the Paid in Full character.
That was dope,
Ace.
too. I watched that one, too.
I've interviewed Big U. I've interviewed
Everybody.
I've interviewed everybody, and, you know, people have told their story, and you know, this is why you have shows like American Gangster, or, like, you know, on Netflix you have Drug Lords and stuff like that. People do their you know, do their crime, they do their time, and they're allowed to tell their story, and we give them a platform for that, where they could tell their story without any sort of judgment or anything else like that. And I give people a fair platform. If that makes me the police, then I guess it makes me the police.
Bro, you're not the police, man. You're just a dude that's, you're going to get the backlash. You got to deal with the hate. Once you start getting big, they're going to hate you for it.
It's fine, man.
Period.
I was on social media. I mean, I was a DJ back when MySpace was first introduced. I was already in the public eye when social media first came about. So I grew up in this type of environment, knowing that everyone's watching whatever I say and knowing what to say and what not to say, and not pouring my whole life onto the internet. In fact, I'm really more of a private person.
Right.
But yeah,
you are a private person. Like I swear to God, like for years I didn't even know what you looked like until I just recently saw what you look like. It might have been about a month ago.
Yeah, people don't know I'm white.
Yeah, I never knew. I always wondered, like,
people are like, oh my God, Vlad's white. And it's like, yeah, I mean, my name is Vlad. I mean, that's
what are you? Like, are you?
I'm Russian.
Russian? Okay.
Yeah, man. Well, listen, man. Congrats on building up your following, and turning your life around.
Man, I appreciate it.
Because
it's still a work in progress.
But it seems like you've consciously made choices to not repeat the mistakes and the cycles that you were in.
Oh, definitely.
Like I would be very shocked if I found out that Boskoe got locked up for something. Like, I would really be like surprised. You know what I mean? Or in some sort of crazy altercation or whatever else. It seems like there's a high level of maturity and learning from your past mistakes.
Man, I swear I learned everything from my past life. But you know what? Honestly, like, I swear I was just thinking to myself, like, I wouldn't trade it. Like, I'll do it all again. Like, I would do it all again. Like, every day I spent it, I would, because I don't think I would be the person that I actually am today, or like that I would have the same exact knowledge or the same exact outlook on life. So like, I appreciate my struggle. Like, you know what I mean?
No doubt, man. Well, Boskoe100, man. Appreciate you coming through.
Man, appreciate
Until next
time.
time. Peace.